And we are back. Welcome to semifinals of Tristrike Tuesday 25. We're back after a little bit of a good recuperation time. I've got my water. Hopefully, I hope you guys have got your waters too here. And we're gonna see block seed 2.1 of semifinals. It's the other side. We're seeing Reload versus Jelly Squids in this best of 5 set here. So, so of course, if first to 3 will take the win of this set and move on to grand finals here. Of course, I am Frostix, the sole commentator of Gold Bracket here. Maybe, perhaps perhaps the co-caster will come in due time. Anyways, let's get some intel on these teams. Reload has gone without a loss. They've gone 5 for 5. And they've gone 13 for 15 in terms of their map wins here. They are seed 7 here. They've only dropped 2 maps. They went they had a really solid streak over in group stage, going 3-0 for 3 sets. Insane. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Jelly Squids. They went 4 to 5 here, and in terms of set wins, they're 11 for 15 in terms of map wins. So they've dropped, let's see, that's 3? That's 4. They've only dropped 4 maps here. Enough analysis from me. Let's get into the match here. It is looking like Reload is running something something pretty familiar here. We've seen Dreadringer, we've seen Headed before. Meanwhile, Jelly Squids has Vanilla Heavy, as well as Forge Pro and Octobrush. It's definitely going to be really interesting here on Mako Mart Splat Zones here. I think definitely these could be weapons that could control stacks really easily. That being said, if Hammy Sammy has anything to say about it with this Carbon Roller here, they're going to be rushing stacks here, forcing... I think what was that? They're forced to jump here, and it's looking like Jelly Squids... Oh, actually, Jelly Squids does have the firepower to fight back. That is Mark taking out the Carbon Roller. They've also taken out the Vanilla Heavy as well, and now I think that is a rush here. The Wave Breakers come out, but the Reef Slider's coming out from Reload. Doesn't claim any targets. It does flip the zone, though. It is still in their control, but Natto here with the Zipcaster on the brush. Can they get that V-Heavy here? They're under fire from that Decapitator, and they go down before any more havoc is wreaked here. The bubble has come out from Jelly Squids here. They're going to potentially stand their ground for a little while longer, but they're under so much pressure here. That is a Dreadringer on zone, a Decapitator on stacks, and incoming cover fire from a Crab here. They're forced to back off. That being said, Jelly Squids only has 1 member left here. It's just Muddy. Muddy will take out Cinnamon, though, here as a sort of exit frag here. They're being forced to back off. They do have the Booyah Bomb ready to rip, though. That can definitely flip zone and potentially get any unsuspecting targets. The Booyah Bomb is being charged. The Dreadringer has gone down. That's no Booyah Bomb, and now Cinnamon has gone down as well. That's 2 members of Reload down. There's 3 specials online for Jelly Squids. Natto has popped the Zipcaster here. I think they're going to be starting to dive deep into the backlines. Noodle has the Big Bubbler ready to go here. They have what it takes for a really strong hold. The Wave Breaker has come out once again, and now the Bubbler has been deployed here. Perfect timing, especially amidst Timmy using the Reef Slider. That's 2 members down on Reload here, and Jelly Squids remains in control. They are encroaching fast onto Reload's lead here. It's a 1-point differential, though, and with no members left to contest Reload, they are going to take point here. Not so fast, says Reload, applying a 32 penalty point deficit onto Jelly Squids, and now Cinnamon is deep into Jelly Squids' backline with that Decapitator, shielded by the Big Bubbler. Noodles is trying to keep them at bay, but that being said, Reload is now out of their penalty points. They will start ticking down. They've made it past the 50 threshold into the 40s, and Cinnamon is still alive. They're trying to... down 2v1. Cinnamon does take out the Forge Pro here, and now Noodles will take out Cinnamon, but now they're under pressure. They are having to face the Carbon. I think they do have a jump in sight, but Cinnamon does take them out before being taken out by Muddy here. That's already 2 members down on Jelly Squids here. Reload is at the 10s now. They're making it past the 10 threshold fast, and now we're entering the single digits. A Booyah Bomb is being charged here. Can they get it right when they need it to? They will, as well as negating any zone flip coming out from that Dreadbringer's Reef Slider here. That is a 61 penalty point deficit being applied to Reload here. Hammy Sammy is rallying the rest of Reload's frontline onto the scene. Hammy Sammy's gonna go down, though. You just can't outrun a Jelly Squid's firepower here. That is ahead. That's not. Why did I say headed? That is the heavy Splatling as well as the Forge Pro here. That's a lot of incoming fire. That being said, Reload has a lot of firepower of their own here, and definitely enough firepower to flip the zone once again here. Even if it was coming from a single Reef Slider, Noodles is on the run here from Orange Ink being fired off from Reload, and a jump back onto home base guarantees their safety here. They need to basically get a knockout as Reload managed to get to 4 before Jelly Squids managed to flip that zone right when they needed to. They are at 28 penalty points. Noodles does have a... Whoa! How did that pick happen? Was that a bomb? A holy hand grenade toss from Noodles here right before being taken down by Noodles. Bolstering the front line, making sure no one passes by here. I think they have 2 members in their sights. They do take out both Muddy and Mark here for a clean double pick here. They will have to... What's it called? Jelly Squids has 40 seconds to basically get to 4 here. It's a very, very tall task to get, especially now that we're entering the 30-second mark here. The Octobrush has gone in with the Zipcaster, but with Reload's penalty points expended and with a knockout, Reload will secure game number 1 of the set. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Collect your breath. We got this. That was definitely a really good comp check coming out from Reload, even when Jelly Squids did have a lot of frontline pressure here. They even had actually wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember which team had the headed again. Which team had the headed? I may be dumb. I may not know here. But Reload was just able to just make sure they have total control of the high ground here. That's definitely something that must be always considered on Mako Mart, no matter the mode, no matter if it's Rainmaker, no matter which is barely even played, no matter if it's TC, which is played a lot more, no matter if it's Clan Blitz, which is probably played a lot less, and especially if it's zones like we saw here. Reload just manages to make sure that there's always someone on stacks here, and they managed to like use a lot of weapons that could benefit from being on stacks, and also using weapons that can kind of that can also how do I say this? That can also play around stacks here. I think they're running Carbon Junior. Are they running Carbon Junior? I think they're running either that or they're running Carbon Decavitator, something like that here. Or unless I don't know if both teams had the Carbon Roller play. Either way, we're going into Hagglefish Market TC here. It's definitely a lot less high ground centric here, but definitely this is a moment for the front lines to shine here. There are flank routes, there are tight spaces, there are just so much opportunities for, I think, the Carbon on Reload as well as the Decavitator on Jelly Squids to start showing their stuff, just striking at by any means necessary, stopping objectives whenever they can. But also the supports can also provide a lot of it could also be dependent on how effectively the supports kind of, I think, like rotate around their specials here. Both teams did have a bubbler as well as a lot of weapons that can. Is that a machine and the Rapid Pro Deco? Meanwhile, Jelly Squids is switching over to Hydra Splatling. That is interesting. We have no sodas from both teams, so it's not like it doesn't. It's definitely going to be a really interesting match here. They both do have Booyah Bomb that is coming from both the Forge Pro as well as the Vanilla Machine. Already, the Octobrush is going to go down, as well as the Forge Pro. Cinnamon and Hammy Sammy charging the front line, taking down another 2 members of Jelly Squids. And now Cinnamon and Hammy Sammy. I think I lied earlier. Reload did have the Carbon Decavitator dynamic duo. Meanwhile, the tower's just being safeguarded by the likes of the Rapid Deco as well as the machine. Those are definitely some good weapons that could just that can hold up a tower really well. And that's a Booyah Bomb coming out from Reload here. That's going to definitely displace the rest of Jelly Squids. Perhaps not give them any ideas, but Reload is forced to back out. Natto is going to pop the Zipcaster. They will take out Goldilocks here. They have a clear sight into the flank. Whoa! They take out Hammy Sammy with the Zipcaster shot here. That is 2 members down on Reload. Jelly Squids definitely has control of mid now. They just need to at least provide a good presence onto their forward spawn here. That's a Booyah Bomb coming out from Jelly Squids. That being said, the pressure is still on from Reload. Some pot shots coming in from the Rapid Deco will take out 3-member as well as Cinnamon taking the front line as well. That's gonna stop Jelly Squid's push, stopping not even before checkpoint 1 here. Now it just depends on if Reload can make it right back out of mid, especially considering that they are 2 members down, and considering there's an Octobrush lurking. I think the Octobrush did go down, though. Hammy Sammy does have the Trizuka ready to roll here. I think they're going to be positioning themselves in a really good Zuka spot here, having good vantage point of the first checkpoint. The Forge Pro, as well as the Decapitator, has gone down. Diamond has the bubble ready to go. The Zuka has come out. That's going to flush the rest of Jelly Squids out, especially considering I think that is the Hydra as well as the Octobrush down. That's 2 less people remaining to contest tower. And with Cinnamon taking the front here, they are going to take out the Junior here, as well as the Forge. Cinnamon is just putting in so much work. We love to see Decapitators. Actually, okay, I love to see Decapitators. That's just personal preference. I'm a Decapitator person. Cinnamon is still in business, taking out Natto as well. That's a lot of frontline pressure alleviated from Reload as they're starting to get pushing once more. They do have a Booyah Bomb as well as the Killer Whale coming out from the Rapid. Goldilocks is gonna go down from Muddy, but Muddy's gonna go down to the not to the Killer Whale, but from Hammy Sammy. They are sitting under 10. That's definitely a spot that Carbons love to sit under here. Can they manage to get the Hydra off of that 10th spot, especially considering they will? They actually will, and I think the Hydra stepping off of the 10th was a really bad idea here, especially considering that you're prone to the lurking Carbon. That being said, Reload was 3 down. Their push did come to a unfortunate close here, as Hammy Sammy is being forced to retreat. Cinnamon is actually, I think, managed to jump in, but will go down. They were outnumbered and outmaneuvered here. That being said, Natto's gonna go down to Hammy Sammy. The Carbon is still in play here. They take out Mark. That's no Booyah Bomb. Oh, wait. Does Hydra? I think Vanilla Hydra has no, wait. I don't know if Vanilla Hydra has Tactical or Booyah Bomb. We can't do mid-match analysis yet, though. We have to get into this action as Hammy Sammy is just cleaning up this push here. They're making sure that Jelly Squids can't get any bit past the first checkpoint. And now it's just left to Mark here to stand grounded mid here, but that defense cannot match the speed that Cinnamon is approaching them at. And now assisted under the shield of the Big Bubbler, as well as the fire of the Killer Whale 5.1. Cinnamon is just skirmishing in their spawn. They're going to take out Natto once more here. And definitely it's a good play by Jelly Squids to be on verticality. Decapitator is the only Slatana that can't ledge cheese like its brethren. And now Reload is moving fast past the 3rd checkpoint here. It's left to, I think, only the machine as well as the Booyah Bomb to make sure they can get past. And I think that is the end of that push. Oh man. Whew, okay. Collect your voice, you got this. Jelly Squids is now moving a little bit past mid. That being said, Reload is already establishing a very solid presence. Mark will take out Hammy Sammy. That's 1/2 of the frontline core removed here, as well as the Rapid Pro Deco. The Booyah Bomb is being tossed by Mark. I called it. Jelly Squids has 2 Booyah Bombs coming from the Hydra as well as the Forge Pro. That being said, though, Jelly Squids needs to make this push work into overtime. This is a similar situation that Reload put them in as well in game 1. But that being said, Natto is in their backline. They're gonna take out Goldilocks here. They are at checkpoint 1 here. Reload is 2 down. Jelly Squids has 3, but that's a Booyah Bomb coming out from Timmy. But a Booyah Bomb comes out from Jelly Squids as well. They're still in it to win it. Mark is on tower here, but they are under fire from Goldilocks here. And in a decisive tug of war for tower, Reload will take game number 2. This is now match point for Jelly Squids. Oh man. Oh. This is just very intense here, chat. Very, very intense. It's like Reload is just kind of making sure that they can basically, how do I say this? That they really want to basically set the terms and conditions of the match right then and there here. They just want to make sure that they can, how do I say this? They just want to make sure that they kind of put Jelly Squids in a position that they really can't come back with, and that's basically what happened. They moved up to 13. Meanwhile, Jelly Squids really couldn't make it past the 60 threshold. And I really just want to commend both Cinnamon as well as Hammy Sammy, that double-edged sword of the front line, the Carbon and the Decapitator just wreaking havoc. It's just, uh, we're going into game number 3. This will be zone. We're right back to zones. This is another zone sandwich, and in this case, it's like, okay, well, in this case, it's a zones Big Mac. The middle bun will be zones on Robo Ramen. We're bringing back the verticality here, and that's definitely something that I think someone like Natto with that Octobrush could like take advantage of now that they have a lot more mobility. That being said, the front lines have a lot more space to work with as well. I think Hammy Sammy is gonna shine. It could potentially shine more here. That being said, though, will Jelly Squids stick with their double Booyah comp? That was definitely something really interesting to see on that Hagglefish game here. Booyah Bomb is definitely something that is a lot more, I think, prevalent within TC, making sure, because what's it called? The Booyah Bomb explosion basically covers the entire tower, and then you're kind of forced to just full back out of it. You kind of have to commit to just making it out, and you can't really linger any longer, like kind of outside tower. Like say, if you're kind of being forced off by say a Zuka or sorts. The backlines and as well as the supports from both the anchors and the supports from both teams definitely have a lot to show as well. We did see that what's it called? I'm not sure if I think it was Jelly Squids that was specifically sporting the rapid decos as well. That's gonna be interesting to see here. Definitely when you think of a blaster, you think of like say you think CRB, you think S-Blast 91. Those are definitely blasters you see a lot more. We're seeing Bamboo and Dreadringer from Reload. We're seeing, meanwhile, from Jelly Squids, Wellstring and Tri-Slosher. This is definitely really interesting. We're still seeing no cooler from both teams. This is match point on Jelly Squids, though. They need to up the ante, force Game 4 if they want to keep this set alive and not get kicked out of the tournament. Timmy's holding the ground with that Dreadringer. They are almost at Reef Slider. The zone immediately will initially get capped by Jelly Squids. They are going to wait, is that Carbon? I think that wait, is that Carbon? Oh, wait. Okay, no, it is still Carbon. Why did I think that was Big Swig or Dynamo for a second? That's so weird. That being said here, that is an Ultra Stab being thrown out, potentially trying to catch Timmy off their toes. Timmy will back out here, and Hammy Sammy is just trying to strike, and they will take out Diamond. They're taking out Noodles. They're taking out Mark. That's a triple kill into a wipeout for Reload, and now they're gonna immediately start pushing in, occupying Jelly Squid's front line. Timmy has the Reef Slider here, and they're just in their face. Jelly Squids is just trying to make it out here, but the vertical flicks from Hammy Sammy here. They will take out Cinnamon though, and oh, Natto's getting cancelled by Timmy. What's it called? Mid Zipcaster here. That is something that could have potentially potentially save their point here. That being said, they will get cancelled out, and we'll get another wipeout though. Jelly Squid just cannot catch a break here, especially considering the switch to the Dreadringer here. That's definitely something that can play around the amount of ledges and the amount of verticality that Robo Ramen has. Natto has the Zipcaster. Once again, they are going to take out Timmy. They are going to take out Goldilocks here. And with Hammy Sammy basically being pinched out. Oh, actually, no! Hammy Sammy's gonna make it out, as well as Cinnamon. They're still in this fight. And now, Jelly Squids is 3 down. Holy crap, me! Reload is just styling on Jelly Squids even when they had their moment to flip zone and apply that 50 penalty points deficit onto Reload. They can still thrive here. They are at 15. That's a very long hill to that's a very steep hill to climb if you're Jelly Squids, and especially when Reload is just right up in your face. And now here we are again. Hammy Sammy and Cinnamon are on the scene, followed by Goldilocks with that Bamboo here. Diamond is looking to do another push out. They have the big bubbler. They are going to call the rest of the team with it this way. They are going to go down to the Bamboo though here, and that's another wipeout from Reload, and I don't think there's anyone left from Jelly Squids to stop this knockout. Not just on this zones match, but also in the set as a whole. Going 3-0. Reload will be moving on to finals. Oh, shout out Gold. Gold from Toronto. I met him like a couple months ago. I don't know if he remembers me, but like, Gold, if you're watching the VOD, remember me from like what was it, August or something? Yeah. Anyways, Gold is moving on. Say Reload is moving on to finals to face off whoever wins against Kintsugi and Circus Freaks. They've only made it to game 2 here. It's 1-1. Actually, no, they are in game 3. It is 1-1 on the other side of the bracket here. I think Kintsugi and Circus Freaks are in for one heck of a show. That being said, this show has has reached its finale, and Reload are your victors here. No need to head into Ship-Shaped Tower. No need to head to Mommy Ruins here. Reload are just said, we are going to be we are going to be fast, we are going to be aggressive, and we are going to be unpredictable. And that was basically, I'd say, what kind of like managed to, what's it called? I think that's definitely what was kind of their key strategy in winning these games here. I think they had a little bit of a difficulty into this Mako Mart match, but then right afterwards here, they kind of just started moving like what's it called? They were moving, flowing like water within that Hagglefish market here, pushing up here, and then it was just kind of just doubled down onto that Robo Ramen match. We saw how as soon as they got that first wipeout, all of Reload just started pushing forward here, making sure that that the pressure is on Jelly Squid's front doorstep here. I need to rest my voice here, get more water. We will be right back after probably a longer break than maybe a little bit of a longer break, especially considering that Kintsugi and Circus Freaks are still in the midst of a very heated match here. If you do want to see their match, Cactus Jewel and Westy are streaming that match over on their Twitch channels. We'll be right back with finals, so stay tuned.